Hi, everybody. Look at Eva's crazy hair. I don't even know what's going on. Hi. Sorry, I'm a hot mess. Hi, sorry. So this is a crazy. This is a pretty impromptu live. Um, I was just sending out my weekly newsletter, and there's something in the newsletter that I was talking about, and I thought, oh, I just have to talk about it right now. Like I don't want to just put it in a newsletter. Okay, my hair's getting on my nerves. Like I really want to talk about this thing right now. And I know this is a really crazy time. Probably people are working, having afternoon naps, doing whatever. So I'm just going to hi. I imagine you can hear me okay. So I'm just gonna talk about a little bit about what happened or what I discussed in the newsletter, and it also has a little bit to do with the 30-day no sugar challenge, which we are doing right now. Today is day 4, and I'm really proud of myself because at day 4, I haven't had any cravings. I haven't lost my marbles. I haven't, like, nothing. Like, I've been feeling really good throughout we're only on day 4, but I've been feeling good and feeling strong and healthy and happy, like feeling happy and like almost like I have something to look forward to, which sounds weird. I can't really explain it. But I want to talk about what I wrote in the newsletter. So I was watching a Myron Golden video. And if you haven't heard of I'm going to put his name in the chat. I know I've talked about him before. So I'm going to tell you right now. Myron Golden, hi Leanne. Myron Golden is not for everybody. He is a preacher or a former preacher, maybe. I don't know. So he's, a God fearing man. He talks about God a lot. He does talk about the Bible a lot, but he is a thought leader, if you will. I don't know if I really like that term, but he helps entrepreneurs. The bottom line is that he helps entrepreneurs build businesses and make more money with your business. But I listened to him not for, I mean, obviously for the business part, but because he has such profound thoughts and he makes you really he makes you stop and go, oh my God, that is so deep. So the one thing he said in this one video I was watching a couple of weeks ago, every day you have two choices. You can say, every day I'm getting better, or every day I'm getting worse. There's only two things can happen. They're both true. Every day I'm getting better, or every day I'm getting worse. You get to decide which statement you want to use every day. So every day I'm getting better means I am doing little things every day to improve my health, my life, and I'm talking physical health, mental health, spiritual health. Like every day I'm doing something to make myself healthier, stronger, and a better human being every single day. Or this is what I'm doing. So on the flip side of that, every day I'm getting worse. So getting worse means you're not choosing to do anything to improve your life at any given moment, any day of the week. You're choosing, every day I'm choosing to get worse because you're not doing anything. So you get to, and I'm not pointing my finger at you and talking to you specifically and giving you shit. I'm just saying, this is one of his quotes that I absolutely love. And it is so it's mind blowing when you think about when you think about, oh my God, that's so true. Every day you're getting better or every day you're getting worse. You get to decide. And I have decided at 63 years old, and here's another thing. As we get older, hi, Tiny Fairy, as we get older, our shit starts deteriorating. I mean, there's no pleasant way to say it. Our mental health, our cognitive health, our physical health, our spiritual health. I mean, our eyesight, our hearing, we're weak, our muscles are weak, everything. Every day as we get older, especially over 60, we are deteriorating every day. That's a fact. But you can decide every day I'm getting better. You can decide to exercise every day, to do yoga every day, to journal for your mental health every day, to eat better I mean, you get to decide if you want to if you want to get better every day, or if you want to get worse every day. That's you. That's on you. You can't blame anybody for how you feel today but yourself. You can't blame anybody for that. And I'm talking, I mean, okay, so wait a second. So let me backtrack. So that probably, I mean, if you were in a serious car accident, or if you had, I mean, obviously, things that were out of our control, I don't mean things like that. I mean that, for me, I get zits, I have belly bloat. That's all me. That's on me because my diet was poor. Hi, empath. Hi, Julie. Yeah, Julie. Hi. My diet was poor. I was eating shitty food. I was eating chocolate. I caused, I was eating bad carbs. I caused belly bloat. I caused zits. I caused, mental health decline, all that stuff. I caused all that. Hi, thanks. Thank you. I caused all that by poor food choices, by not exercising, all of those things. So I've decided, so with the 30-day challenge, now I'm not on here telling you you should join the 30-day challenge. You join it if you want. If you don't want, that's cool. If you want, that's cool too. I'm not pushing you to do anything. What I'm telling you is that you have options and you get to choose if you want to get better or if you want to get worse. Every day you get to choose. So when I started the 30-day no sugar challenge, we just started on Monday. If you do want to join, you're more than welcome to join. I'd love to have you guys because the people, it's a small little group. I mean, and I literally just put that out there. I thought, because I was going, hi Michelle, I was quitting sugar regardless. And then I thought, hey, I'm going to see if anybody else wants to join in. It was literally just a sort of impromptu, let's just have a 30-day no sugar challenge. And if anybody joined, fine. If nobody joined, it didn't matter to me. I was doing 30 days of no sugar. So what I decided also, probably the day before I decided I was going to do 30 days no sugar, thanks. I thought, you know what, I'm going to clean out my kitchen, not just from sugar, but I'm going to clean out all the shitty carbs, bread, pasta, rice, all that shit. I'm going to eat pretty clean. So I've completely revamped my diet completely. And while I do work out almost every day, so for the next 30 days, I'm committed to working out every single day except for Sunday. I'll take Sunday off. Sunday's my day of rest. God gave that day for me to rest. So I will alternate yoga. I don't know, Tiny Fairy. So I alternate yoga and resistance bands training. I alternate days. So today, here's something for you. So I'm pretty new to yoga. So for the longest time, like probably, well, up until today, so like maybe a few months, I've only been doing beginner 10, 15 minutes. That's it. That's all. I follow the same yoga video I've been following for forever. So today I decided I was going to do 30 minutes of yoga, still a beginner's yoga, but I pushed myself to do 30 minutes. And I felt really good at the end of 30 minutes. There was a couple of stretches. I was like, yeah, I don't know, but I did them. It was a little weird. It hurt a little bit, but I did them. I'm pushing myself because every day I choose that I want to get better. Every day I'm getting better. I'm choosing that. So resistance bands training, I'm trying to walk more. Yoga, I've upped it to 30 minutes on alternate days when I'm not resistance bands training. I've added a couple of new exercises to resistance band training. I've also, this is kind of weird. If you have guys, I don't know why Asian Pilates is completely taken over every feed I have. Facebook, YouTube, everything. It's annoying. So I asked ChatGPT. I'm like, what is Asian Pilates, and can I do it? Like, instead of, because they're selling all these Asian Pilates programs. I'm not paying for anything. So ChatGPT gave me a few Asian Pilates exercises, which I'm doing. Asian squat. If you can try doing Asian squats. They're pretty intense. So I'm still, I'm pushing myself to completely. I'm also doing face yoga. That's Face yoga is hysterical. If you've Tai Chi. Hi, Ronnie. I keep forgetting about Tai Chi. So I also started doing face yoga, which is really weird because I've seen videos, a million videos, and I thought, I'm going to try this. So for 30 days. So here's the thing, because every day I choose. Every day I'm getting better. That's the choice I made. Every day I'm not getting worse. Every day I'm getting better. And I also quit smoking too, right? Oh, yay. So let me just say this, and then I'm going to get into the chat for 1 second, because there's a bunch of stuff going on in the chat, and I can't talk and chat at the same time. So for 30 days, I've quit sugar. I'm quitting sugar. I've upped my workout schedule. I'm trying to drink more water. It's really hard for me. So I just don't like water. I've cleaned my diet. I've added more protein, healthy fats, zero shitty carbs. Um, Thank you, Julie. I'm working out, doing 30 minutes of yoga, and I'm doing 15 to 20 minutes of face yoga. So this is what I'm doing every day. And I'm also journaling. My mental health is also really important to me. So, I journal every day. I try every day to apply myself to be a better person. I just try because I feel like the world needs more better people. The world is already so broken as it is. It just needs happier, more loving people to send that out into the world. So that's what I'm doing. So for 30 days, I've set out to do this crazy, crazy life overhaul, if you will. And it's not impossible. It doesn't mess with my daily schedule. I've just added, maybe 15, 20 minutes more to my normal schedule. Face yoga I can do while I'm watching TV, while I'm watching Love is Blind, because I'm addicted to Love is Blind. So this is the choice that I made, and I encourage you. I'm just gonna say this, and then I really want to get into the chat. So just give me a second. I encourage you to decide every day, when you wake up in the morning, the very first thing you should say is thank you for another day. Thank you, I'm alive. I say thank you, God. If you don't believe, that's fine. Just say thank you for another day. And then my cat pounces on me and all hell breaks loose. But every day I decide, every day I'm getting better. Today I'm choosing that I'm getting better today. And just start your day like that. Every day I'm getting better. And today I'm choosing to be better. And just watch how your day unfolds and mindfully do things that are going to improve your life, that are going to improve your health. You get to decide, right? You get to decide. Okay, I'm going to stop here for a second. I'm going to go into the chat because there's a lot of shit going on, and I don't want you guys to think that I'm ignoring you. So hang on a second. Thank you, Kushi fan. Sorry, I'm probably thanks, Empath. So I've basically been working out my entire life, like ever since, if you guys remember the 20-minute workout girls, I was like 16, 17, 18 when the 20-minute workout girls came on TV. I've been working out since then. So over 40 years. Do I plan on quit sugar forever? I can't say yes. I generally try to, if I'm going to return to eating sweet stuff, it will be sugar free. I know it has artificial sweeteners in them, and it's the lesser of two evils. And I only say that because I just bought 2 boxes of sugar free chocolate pudding and pistachio pudding. I haven't had pistachio pudding in 100 years. Look, I'm drooling just talking about it. This week, no cakes. Yay, I'm vegan. Okay, good girl. We'll start in a week. Good. Oh, Christmas chocolate. Yeah, the link is there. Kushi fan, I'm probably saying your name wrong. Join anytime. Like anybody, you don't have to. Don't think, oh, I missed it because the start date was January 12th. Don't think, oh, I missed it. That's too bad. You start anytime. Like, don't wait for me to just start. You can start. You can quit sugar tomorrow. You can quit in just start. It doesn't matter. You want to quit smoking? Just start. Like just do it every day. You get to choose. You get to choose if you're going to get better, or you get to choose if you're going to get worse. That's on you, babe. That's all you. Okay, sorry. Who I feel like I just like that was a little bit of a rant. I felt like that was a little bit of a lecture. Sorry. Oh, yay, Michelle. Woohoo, yay, Michelle. Good girl. Giving up smoking was hard. So I quit smoking last month. Sorry, not last month, last year. So last year, I ran the exact same 30-day no sugar challenge. I picked a random date out of the sky. I think it was February 24th. I don't even know where that number came from. We started on February 24th, the 30-day no sugar challenge. And on that day, I decided, you know what? I'm going to quit smoking too. I literally just thought about it that day. I thought, fuck it. I'm going to quit smoking. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to swear. I'm going to quit smoking. I'm going to quit sugar. I'm going to go balls to the walls here and see what I can do, and I pulled it off, and I'm still smoke free. So it's bananas. So thank you. Yeah, congratulations to everybody who quit smoking, because it's no joke. Quitting smoking is really, really hard. But I'll tell you, last year when I did the quit smoking, quit sugar challenge, quitting sugar was harder than quitting smoking. And I've been smoking for over 50 years because I'm 63. I started when I was 13. I had been smoking for over 50 years, and quitting sugar was harder than quitting smoking. It was absolutely insane. It was insane. Yeah. So I've been drinking a lot of herbal teas because I have to get more water in. I have a really hard time drinking water. A video of the face yoga. Yeah. So that's hysterical. Face yoga is hysterical. So I was doing it last night while I was watching a little bit of TV last night. Yeah. And my cat Gracie was sitting on my lap, and she turned and looked at me, and she was like, she had that, what on earth are you doing to your face look? It was hysterical. So no, I probably won't be doing a video of face yoga anytime soon. Thank you, Juan. Hi, Juan. It's nice to see you here. Doing good, Michelle. Good girl. Dental health is one. Yes, dental health, absolutely. Dental health is also really important. Your oral health affects. So the body is a very interesting, complex thing. Your oral health and your mental health, not just your oral health, but and your mental health, it all affects your physical health. Like everything just works and is combined, and it all works together. And if one is off, trust me, everything is off. Everything is off. And me and my friend, so my friend is here. Hi, Dave. Yes, quitting sugar was harder than quitting smoking. See, I got sidetracked again. Okay, I can't. Let me just finish the comments because I can't talk to you. Oh, right. I was talking about your emotional. And I was talking to my friend Ronnie about this last night. Your mental health. So I'm going to tell you something, and I want you to listen up. Like, come closer, and I'm going to talk loud for the people in the back. Your mental health directly affects your physical health. And what I mean by that is, and I'm going to give you a really crazy example. And if my friend Ronnie wants to share his example in the chat, he's more than welcome to. So I want you to check out Louise Hay. If you've never heard, let me just type her name in the chat. If you've never heard of Louise Hay, I want you to go check her out. You can go to Amazon. Her book is called, You Can Heal Your Life. Shit. What the hell is it called? If anybody knows, oh man, Heal Your Life, Heal Your something. Anyway, just go check her out, Louise Hay. And she tells you exactly how your emotions, what part of your body your emotions are affecting. And I found this out. Oh, I'm so sorry. Sorry about your loss. So I found this out, Louise Hay, and years, well, 12, 13 years ago. No, it was longer than that. Probably 15 years ago. I was still with my ex at the time, and he was just horrible. He was a bully. He was manipulative. It was bad. It was a really bad. I'm not going to go on and on about how horrible he was. It was a toxic relationship. It lasted too long, and I chose to stay in that relationship longer than I should have. Anyway, there was at one point in our relationship, because our relationship was ridiculous. I had started out of the blue. I had started having really, really, really bad back pain, and it had gotten to the point where I was in the emergency room twice for pain medication. I couldn't walk. I mean, the pain made me almost want to puke. It was so bad, and it lasted for about, I want to say, I can't remember exactly. It lasted for about 6 months. It was just excruciating. And I came across, doing talking to some of my friends. Somebody had suggested Louise Hay. I did some research. So I found out that the anger and the hate and the resentment, I had crazy anger with regards to my ex at the time. That anger had caused all that pain in my back. And when I released that anger, well, we split up. That's how that that's how that I got rid of that. When we split up, that pain disappeared because I didn't have anger. I didn't have that anymore. So if you can, check out Louise Hay, because I'm telling you, mental health, emotional health, oral health, everything, everything works together. So, and you get to, I'm going to go back into the comments here in a second. You get to decide, especially for your mental health. Let me just say something. For your emotional health, a lot of us, I don't know how old you guys are. I'm 63. I've been through a lot of shit in my life. I've had a very abusive upbringing. I just had, a horrible upbringing, abusive, practically my entire life. So I healed. Nobody's 100% healed. I don't care what anybody says. So when I got to 52, when I finally left that abusive relationship, 52, I had a lot of digging and a lot of healing to do. A lot of digging and healing to do. I had trauma. I had abusive patterns, people in my life. I had a lot of forgiveness letters that I had to write to people that hurt me. And when it took me a long time, I'm not going to say that I'm 100% healed, but it took me a year and a half because I was a broken woman. When I left my ex, let's just call him Jerry. When I left Jerry, that's not his name. When I left Jerry, I was completely broken. I was bankrupt. I didn't have 2 cents to rub together. I had no belongings. I had nothing. I was rock bottom, bankrupt. I was a broken shell of a woman. So I had to start. I started here. I started at the bottom, and I thought, I can only go up from here. It can't get any worse. I can only now start to improve my life. And I was 52, 51. When did I leave him? 51 or 52. I don't exactly remember. I feel like it was, no, yeah, 51. So at 51 years old, I went back. I returned I'm sorry, this is turning into a really long live. Sorry. Now I'm just telling stories. I returned to the salon that I worked at, and I started, hi Van Girl, I started healing. I started healing all the broken pieces. And as I started healing, I noticed how much happier and lighter and freer and less triggers I had. Like I just started becoming a happier, more stable, if you will, more stable, more confident, way more confidence, um, and just started putting myself first. Because for years I put everybody else first. I let people abuse me. And then I thought, when I was time to heal, I thought, no, it's time. I'm going to put myself first now. It's time for me. And it's just been from there. My life has changed. I don't even recognize myself. And that's another thing. When you start making changes, we all think that this is who I am, this is the way it is, this is the pattern. No, these are the things that you have chosen. And if they're not serving you, you can unchoose them and you can make better choices, because nobody gets to decide how you live your life. This is your life. You get to decide. Nobody does that for you. You get to decide who you want in your life and who you don't want in your life. You get to decide these things. And the things that you have in your life are either going to make your life happy and make you happy and content and complete, or they're going to suck the soul out of you and make you miserable and frustrated and hate everything about life. So sorry, I just feel like I just babbled for far too long. I'm just going to go into the comments. Somebody just died. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to be rude. I know I saw that, and I do offer you my condolences, old crones. I'm really sorry about that. Anxiety. Both my parents did too, Molly Ann. 56. After dementia. Caregiving for parents, Molly Ann, with dementia and Alzheimer's, hard job. Hard job. Not even fun. Not fun at all. 67, yeah. 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 Kimber, have you done any, if you can, you don't have to answer. Have you done any inner healing on that, trauma healing? Because that's yeah. Sorry about that. Um, Trauma from childhood. So here's something. I don't know how now it's like now we're talking about trauma from childhood. That's not where I wanted this conversation to go, but whatever. I'm not going to tell you what you should do. But consider. I want you to consider. Please consider doing some inner child healing work, because it's going to make a world of difference in your life. And so childhood trauma, is it the worst trauma in the world? I don't know. A trauma is trauma. This isn't a pain pissing contest to see whose pain is worse. It's not. That's not what we're doing here. Trauma is trauma. Childhood trauma never seems to leave you. Like it's stuck to you like a tumor. Like it just never goes away. It's always you're never gonna forget what happened to you. I'll tell you that right now. You never forget what happened to you, but what happens is you learn to heal from it. You learn to forgive your abusers. In my case, of my parents, you learned to forgive, heal, understand, make sense of it, dig deep, get to the bottom of it, and then you just let it go. And you just let it go, because you're never going to move forward if we're still chained to all the trauma in the past. You're never going to move forward ever. That's fact. I can't even say that any other way. You can go Google that. You can ask ChatGPT. It's never going to go away. It's always going to be there. It's up to you to heal from it. You need to dig it up, which sucks. You need to dig it up. You need to have a look at it. You need to dissect it. You need to put it out on a piece of paper and go, this is this person. This is what they did to me. This is how it made me feel. Why did this person do that to me? A lot of your answers are going to come from that. Why did this person do this to me? And now I need to forgive this person because they came from a place of pain. They came from a place of, I mean, so I'll tell you. So my parents were a product of their upbringing. I mean, old school Italian parents from Italy. They didn't know anything how to raise kids. My mother didn't even want it. My mother hated my father. She couldn't stand him. So, I mean, she was forced to marry him and then probably forced to have sex. And I know they had sex at least 4 times because there's 4 girls in the family. So, I mean, this is my upbringing. I was a product of that. I was a product of a woman who hated her husband, didn't want to marry him, was probably forced to have sex with him, and had 4 kids out of it. Maybe they had sex more times. I don't know. So this is how I was raised. My foundation was anger and hate. That's how I was raised. That was the foundation of my upbringing. Anger and hate from my poor mom, and my dad was just a ignorant, dumb. I couldn't stand my father, and that's how I was raised. So when I was going through my sorry, I know this is a lot. Sorry, you guys. I'll get back into the comments in a second. So when I was going through my healing, I had to put myself where they were. Why did my mom do that to me? Why did my dad do that to me? Because that's all they knew. They didn't know any better. They had no role models. Nobody taught them how to raise kids. And my mom hated my father from the day she met him, couldn't fucking stand him, and had to marry him. And that's how these were the people who brought me into the world. And that's how I was raised. From hate, from the foundation of hate and anger. So it was no wonder I was beat all the time. I was just a reminder of my mother of how much she hated my father. So anyway, so that was really long. That was really deep. Sorry, I really wasn't expecting to go there, but we're here. We're there because this is all, I mean, it's all part and parcel. The emotional trauma, the mental trauma, all of that stuff. You have to heal from all of that. You can't just keep dragging it around with you for the rest of your life. You gotta let it go. And that's when you start picking it apart and when you start looking at it from a totally different lens. You can't look at it from, I hate you guys. I can't believe you fucking did this to me. I can't believe you raised me like that. Blah, blah, blah. You can't look at it like that because you're just seething with anger. You have to look at it from a place of understanding. Like you have to take yourself out of the situation and look at it from a different point of view and go, oh, I see why they raise their kids like that. It just makes sense. No wonder they raise their kids like that. It's no wonder. And then when you see that, then you can start healing because you understand it had nothing to do with you. You were never the problem. It has absolutely nothing to do with you. Nothing. And you can start, building your life back up again and start healing and being confident and being confident and having courage and having self-love and being happy in the skin that you're in, knowing that anything that happened to you in the past was not your fault. And you can heal from it and let it go. So that was deep. That was a lot. Sorry, guys. Let me go peek into the comments. Let me have a drink of tea. Both of my parents are dead, by the way. My father couldn't die fast enough. Hated my father my entire life. But he's gone. So, he's gone and life goes on. I'm going to, do I have any, I might have some, let me see. I might have some, go to my, hang on a second. Go to my website, Women Blazing Trail. I just want to say, I don't know if that's going to hyperlink. If you go to my website, and I just need to interject here for 1 second. Going to my website and reading some of my articles is a really, really easy and free way to support my work and support my channel, because this is my work, and this pays my bills. So going to my website is an awesome way to help support my work. Watching videos like this, leaving comments, hitting the like button is another way to support my work. You can hit the super chat button. That's another way. You can join my monthly membership. There are many ways you can support my work, and many of them are free. Watch videos, go read articles on my website. With that said, I did drop my website link, because if you go to my website, if you go to my website, there are some articles in there, probably I think I have the relationships category. Go read some of those articles, because a lot of them are about healing from toxic relationships, healing from childhood abuse. I do talk a lot about that on my website. So you can go to my website and read some articles. There's a lot of people who have free downloads to help you heal from trauma. You can get free help online. You can ask ChatGPT. I'm not even kidding. ChatGPT can help you heal from trauma. I mean, there are so many resources now that are 100% free. Healing is free. I'm telling you that right now. Healing doesn't have to cost you a penny. There are so many valuable resources on the internet at your fingertips for free. So it's up to you. You have to make the choice to do a search and start healing from all your trauma and everything, whatever abuse, whatever you went through. It's up to you. So let me you guys can talk amongst yourself. I'm just going to, hi, Betty loves flowers. Hi, I just want to, okay, I do try. Thank you. Anxiety is, breathe through your anxiety. So I was having really crazy anxiety attacks like last year. When did I was having, anyway, sugar, your diet plays a huge role in anxiety and mental health. I'll say no more. Oh, good, Molly. Hi, a little unusual. Hello. Hi, Corelli. Hello, Corelli. You have to let it go. Yes. Yes, Trump. Well, Michelle, that is Louise Hay. That whole "You Can Heal Your Life." What the hell is that book called? If anybody knows the name of that book, "You Can Heal Your Life." Trauma. When you hold on to trauma, it comes out in your body, your physical body, and your mental health. It all comes out. Yoga, yeah. Can you join it? Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Alyssa, yes, you're right. You can't lose weight due to menopause? Any advice? Is your diet clean? Do you have a clean diet and you eat healthy and you're exercising regularly, drinking lots of water? If you've said yes to all of those, then I would say check with your doctor and maybe get your hormones checked. But if you're exercising regularly and eating healthy, clean diet, drinking lots of water, then it's hormonal. It's not thyroid, hormones, or something else going on. Can't be stuck. No, you can't be stuck in the past. You have to let the past go. You're never, your past you're never going to get anywhere if you're hanging on to your past. It's gone. It's done. We've done all that. We've already lived it. What do you want to live it again for? No. I am Italian. Yes, I am Italian. Yeah, my parents, hi Bruce, my parents had zero opportunity for any kind of improvement or to have a good life, or that wasn't even an option for my parents. Can you speak? Did you work through this in therapy? So I did. Mine was all on my own. I did because I couldn't afford. Because when I left my my ex Jerry, back in when I'm 13, 12, 13 years ago, I had just declared bankruptcy. I had nothing. I didn't have any money. I was flat ass broke. And the healing that I did, I literally went online and looked for free resources. That's what I did. I had to look for free resources. I went to just type in Google search bar, healing from whatever. And I found as many free resources as I could. I signed up for a lot of, 5-day free email course to heal your blood, whatever. Anything that said sign up for free healing trauma, I signed up for it and I did that. And I started listening to motivational videos. Les Brown was a huge influence in my life at that time. Lisa Nichols, Les Brown, pure rock stars. I listened to them. They helped me through all the just the noise, just the dirty noise in your head that tells you you're no good, you're a failure, you're a loser, you're stupid, you're dumb, you're a disappointment to the family, you're never going to make it. I had to shut those voices down. So yeah, all the healing I did, 100% free, 100% free. Um, Yes, victim mentality. So I'll tell you a little unusual. What happens? Here's something. And it's good. I'm glad you brought that up. Victim mentality. When you are in victim mentality, you're very fragile, first of all, and the people around you don't know how to love you because you are coming from a place of, oh my God, I'm so broken. Look at my pain. Don't do that to me. You know what I mean? You're so defensive and you're so like showing off your pain. People don't know how to love you and people don't know how to treat you. And then it's just a vicious cycle because then you just stay in that nobody loves me. Nope, there people talk because this is because you're showing people how to treat you. And that's such a good point. I'm glad you brought that up. You show people how to treat you. So if you're going to come at people with that victim mentality, you're bitter, you're angry, you're defensive, you're lashing out at people, well, that's how they're going to treat you. They're going to treat you like you're a bomb, a ticking time bomb, and nobody's going to want to be around you because you're just, yeah. Thank you for bringing that up. But that's what happens. Thanks, Jean. Thanks, Jean. Thanks for being here. I know you have to run. Sorry. Hi, London. Yeah, nobody's coming to save you. Nobody, Michelle. Nobody is coming. Good point. Nobody is coming to save you. It's not. Yeah. Yeah, let the Kimber. It's you know what my some like you need to let that go. More child dealing with all the mistakes I made. Yeah, you know what? I was by no means a perfect mother. I'll tell you that right now. Not a perfect mother. My kid is 30. He'll be 38 this year. Yeah, he'll be 38 this year. And sometimes I'm like, man, I wonder if my kid hates me or whatever. Because I mean, sometimes I did shitty things. I mean, I was not the mother of the year. I wasn't winning. I wasn't. Those are not. Those are street dogs that are barking. I'm going to go out there and spank their bums pretty soon. Sorry that you can hear the dogs. We should probably wrap this up because it's time for them to eat. And so the people just over there, they're literally like 50 feet from my door. She does rescue work as well. She's a volunteer out like with me at the organizations that we volunteer at. So we don't have never. We don't have shelters here or sanctuaries. We have nothing like that. So she takes in as many dogs as she has room for as she can because nobody's adopting dogs here because there's a million. So she's probably got 35 dogs in her on the roof of her house. It's enclosed, so they're sheltered. She's probably got 35 dogs there, And I was just looking at the clock. It's dinner time, which is probably why they're barking. They will stop barking soon. I'm really sorry about that. I'm sorry you can hear them. I did not take antidepressants. Yeah. Thanks, Landon. Yeah, yeah, I like taking care of the dogs. There's a antidepressants. Talk to your doctor. I never did. So talk to your doctor about stuff like that if you want to take antidepressants. I'm not I me personally, I don't like to take any kind of medication. I'm not on any, well, I'm on estrogen, if you want to call that medication. It's the only medication I'm on. I hate taking pain pills. I hate taking anything like that. So speak to your doctor before you consider antidepressants because um, maybe there's natural alternatives to antidepressants. I'm not a doctor. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm just saying. Oh, you don't, eh? Yeah, we have tons. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Michelle. Yeah, we have tons. So here in Guatemala, here in the little town that I live in Guatemala, street dogs are a huge problem. And I also have another channel, YouTube channel, Street Dogs of Guatemala. I'm in the process of trying to raise money to. Oh, did you? Oh, nice. Hi. To buy land to build a dog sanctuary because there's nothing here for the dogs. So that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to do that too. See, I'm a busy girl. So I'm also trying to raise money to buy land to build a dog sanctuary because the street dog problem here is out of control. It's out of control. We had a dog last week that we had to bring to the vet because he got his balls caught in barbed wire. There's a lot of barbed wire here. He got his balls caught in barbed wire, and the owner contacted me. Oh, he's blah, blah. So I took him to the vet, and the vet released him that same day. He could have stayed in the hospital overnight. Maybe he didn't have any room. I don't know. I don't know. The dog went back to the street, to the owner's house, but the owner doesn't have a house. So the dog just lives on the street and he died that night. He bled to death. And that should have never, ever have happened. And if I had a sanctuary, dogs like that can come and stay at the sanctuary, further healing, get good care, and he'd still be alive today. So it's so sad. So I'm trying to raise money to buy land to build a dog sanctuary. That's just another one of the things that he was doing. So he was really busy. I'm super busy. So anyway, that was a great live. This was a great chat. I hope you guys got something out of it. And the bottom line, the reason why I did this in the first place, the bottom line is every day I am getting better or every day I am getting worse. You get to decide which one it is. Are you getting better or are you getting worse? The choice is yours. I love you guys. Thank you all for being here. Don't forget to check out the website. Go read some articles. That help. Thanks, Kimber. That helps me. That helps my work. Thank you for being here. I love you guys, and I will see you all back here. I'll see you all back here next week for next week's live. Have a lovely day. Bye for now.